What's up, traders? I get a ton of questions about why I'm back on MetaTrader 4. How do I calculate my position size? Well, in today's video, I'm going to answer both of those questions. Welcome back to the channel, traders. If you're new, my name is Austin Silver. I appreciate you being here. If today's video provides you value, please just drop a comment or hit the thumbs up button. I know most of you are not subscribed, so I'm going to keep reminding you that if you enjoy my videos, if you do find value here, please subscribe to the ASFX channel. We're going to keep putting out videos about getting funded, being an active day trader, even the macroeconomic picture that we have going on right now in the world with all the turmoil, all the chaos, all the craziness. We're going to keep you guys updated here as best we can as far as how it can help us make more money, how we can find new markets, new opportunities through all the noise. So today, we're actually going to talk a little bit about that. With this MetaTrader 4 topic, I've gotten questions more than anything else. Why am I back on MetaTrader 4? The main reason is for this position size calculator. Calculating appropriate risk across different forex pairs has always been an obstacle for people. We can use bots, we can use calculators, we can try to do it by hand. There's a lot of different ways, but the reason for that discrepancy, meaning you can't just place the same lot size on every forex pair, is because each pair has a different dollar to pip ratio. Euro USD, it's 1-to-1, but GBP JPY, it is not 1-to-1. So because of that difference, we need some type of bot, or in this case, the EA, expert advisor, to calculate that math for us in the moment, because we got to be quick. So I'm going to put a link to riskcalculator.app, and I'm going to show you their website right here. This explains everything. They actually just added a new risk feature here now where you can calculate it based on cash. If you look at my MetaTrader, you'll see that right here, the cash risk, which has been really helpful. Before, it was just percentage risk and your risk-reward ratio. So I'm not going to explain to you guys how to set up this risk calculator. I want you to come in and do it yourself. It's super easy. When you buy it, it's $10 a month. Use the link in the description. They send you a video, and they have a video right here on their homepage that shows you how to download and install it. What I want to do is take you from having it installed to using it properly, because again, this is the reason I'm back on MetaTrader 4. So we've got my 200K funding challenge account here, so we're not going to be placing any trades, but I do want to show you how this risk calculator app works. So I've got all the pairs from my forex funds here on the left side. We've got some forex pairs in orange. We've got crypto. We've got indices. We've got a lot. So when you see these opportunities, as far as markets to trade, you want to make sure you're doing the math properly. What I mean by that is, let's just take, for example, Euro USD. That's what we're looking at here. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. You want to make sure, of course, that your auto trading is turned on here in the top corner. Let me turn my little red cursor on for you so that helps. Top corner, you want auto trading turned on. That'll make sure that this thing is working. You'll get the little smiley face in the top right of the chart. That'll let you know that the risk calculator thing is working. From here, let's just say, for example, right now we were going to go long. We were looking to take advantage of this movement to the upside on Euro USD, and we were looking to buy it right here at current price. So let's zoom in to current price a little bit more. There you go. Let's say we want a 2-to-1 risk-reward ratio. That's typically what I'm looking for at minimum. And let's say on this trade, we're going to risk half of 1%, which on my account is a little bit more than $1,000 because I'm up on the 200K account a little bit. To go in and adjust these auto numbers before they even pop up, you can click right here on the settings button. This will pop up a very important window. You want to make sure you're on inputs. Here's where you can put in your risk percentage. I have mine at 0.5%. That's half of 1%. You can also put in your risk reward ratio. You can change that to 3, to 5, whatever. You can put your stop loss distance in here. SL in pips. That's going to come into play when we switch to Bitcoin and we switch to oil and we switch to other pairs. You can also control your custom close percentage. If you look over here, it says close custom. Let's say you're up in profit in the trade, or even if you're down and you want to take off a piece of the trade, but maybe not half of it, since it has the half button right here. You can try to put this at 10%. You could try to do this at 20%, whatever is comfortable to you. I have mine just set to the auto 10%. One thing I do recommend you change is this break-even threshold in pips. That is, if you were to select the order and hit stop loss to break even, SL to BE, you want to make sure it's like 2-3 pips in profit. If you're trading something with a wider spread, you'd want to make sure that it's even larger. And then you just click OK and it will save. You can see now the break-even threshold in pips is up to 2. Partial take profit is 0.5%. That's the blue button right here in the bottom right, and then of course it's accounting for slippage. What I also like to do is come down to the bottom. For the take profit text color, it's set to green automatically. I'll just highlight the whole thing and type in black and hit enter. You don't have to like click the drop down arrow, you can just highlight it, type in black, and I'll do the same thing for the stop loss. It just makes it easier for me to see on my gray background. So now that we're set up, we go to buy calc. We click right there, and you can see it puts the stop loss in. It shows the pips, 15 pips, because that's what we put in the settings. It shows the dollars, and it shows the percentage of the account, and it shows the volume. That's the lots traded. On top, it shows you the take profit distance, potential profit here if it hits that line, how much of a gain that would be. At 2 to 1, if you're risking 0.5%, you'll gain 1%, and the risk reward is set to 2, because that's what the ratio is set to. Now, if I wanted to sell it for some reason, you can hit sell calculator, and you'll see it'll inverse. It'll put the sell on top and the buy down below. Let's say you're about to take this position on Euro USD, but this is not where you want the stop loss. All you need to do is click and drag this bottom line. That's where you want the stop loss. It'll adjust the position size for you, and it will move the take profit for you as well. So even if you're set to 15 pips, but you want a 20 pip stop in, you just click and drag it, it will adjust the size. I know some people have had some issues recently. This might not even be happening to you, or it might not even be happening anymore while you're watching this, but some people have had some slippage when they switch over to oil or they switch over to an indice. So just be aware that when you move the stop loss like this, see how the 1.7 in the corner here is changing? Now it's 2.2. Now if we move it again, 2.6. Make sure that that's changing appropriately. Just double check before you go jumping in. Now, once you're in the trade, you'll be able to select the open trade through the drop-down menu here and then choose to close half, close custom, stop loss to break even, or partial take profit. I never use pending orders, so I don't do anything with the pending orders. I do execute trade. If I know I'm going to buy it right now and this is my stop loss, I click execute trade and we're in the game. You can quickly come in here to the risk percentage. Let's say it's a great setup and you want to put 0.75% or even ballsy 1% risk. Just hit buy calc. It'll change the money, as you can see, and it'll reflect over here in the position size. That's it. Super simple, guys. Now, why this is my favorite thing and why I'm back on MetaTrader 4. If you remember, I did a webinar, I'll put the replay to the webinar in the description, talking about how I got funded trading crypto. Well, all that spurred because I went to Bitcoin with this risk size calculator, and I started playing around with it. I realized that if I went into the settings with this risk size calculator, it's a little bit of a tongue twister. Right now, you can see this is on the chart, but I don't have the smiley face, so what we need to do is click Objects List, hit List All, Command A, delete everything. Now what we're going to do is click at the top, click Navigation. Now what we're going to do, since the risk calculator is already installed on my MetaTrader 4, which is what they show you how to do when you sign up, you just click, drag it, put it right on the chart. The settings box comes up. Now with Bitcoin, I was like, okay, let's risk really small, 0.15%. We'll look for 2 to 1. But if you put a 20 pip stop loss in like that and you hit OK, the smiley face comes up, we're ready to trade. Let's say we want to buy Bitcoin right now. So let's zoom in. Let's say we want to buy Bitcoin. We hit buy. The green and red are right on top of each other. So what's going on? Well, the pips in a forex pair, like I said at the beginning, are different than the pips in Bitcoin or in oil or in gold. So all you need to do is come to the settings, throw in a 30,000 pip stop loss. 30,000 right there. Hit OK. Try it now. Now we have some space. Now we're making some progress. And again, you can go into the settings if you want, and you can change the text color because I put it on a new chart. It needs to be redone, so you could type in black and hit OK, and then this one will be black on the bottom if I do that. See, now you can see volume would be 1 standard, pips would be 30,000 because that's what I have it in settings. That's $300. The stop would be right here if I was to buy it right now. Now you see the bar is moving. So if you're not quick, if you don't go buy, calc, execute, you might get a little slippage. You just need to be aware of that. So size down, be more conservative, don't be aggressive, right? Give it a bigger stop because of that slippage potentially, just a little bit. Now, this is Bitcoin. We can do this same thing if we go over to oil. I have oil pulled up at the bottom here. Again, I have no smiley face there, so what we're going to do is hit Objects List, List All, highlight everything, delete, close, click and drag this onto here, boom. Now with oil, let's play around. Let's do 0.15% risk, 2 to 1. Let's try a 20 pip stop. What happens with oil if we do a 20 pip stop? Say we're going to buy oil. Too close together. Wait, I'm going to get stopped out instantly. So you need to go to settings. Let's go to a 100 pip stop. Give it a little bit more space. 5 times that. Hit OK. Still kind of tight. Let's go to 300. Into the settings. Do it again. 5. Now we've got a little bit more space. And then from here, if I want to risk 0.15, I'll just click and drag this. it'll still move the volume. You can see the volume is moving down here near the cancel button. If you ever want to cancel, that'll get rid of the lines. But watch how as I move the stop loss, the volume adjusts right here in the bottom where the stop loss position is. So it is adjusting, but again, for slippage, if you move this as the candle's moving, there might be a little bit of a discrepancy. So make sure you are in quickly if you're going to be doing market orders, so you avoid as much slippage as possible. But this is what opened me up to trading Bitcoin. That's why I want you guys to go watch the webinar in the description. This risk calculator has been a huge help to me as far as getting involved in new markets and being really accurate with my risk on all my forex pairs. So whether I'm trading forex or crypto, this thing works great. And that's why I'm back on MetaTrader 4. I only have my 2 moving averages on here, the 8 and the 21, because I do all of my analysis on TradingView. That's where you guys see all my other videos. This is just so it looks nice when I am using it. But that's everything you need to know about the Risk Calculator app. Now you guys know why I'm back on MetaTrader 4. You can use the link to watch that webinar I mentioned. You can use the link to get this Risk Calculator app. And if you have any questions, hit my email, info@asfx.biz, or just drop a comment. I try to answer as many comments as I can. That's all I've got for you today. I hope this video has been beneficial. Make sure you subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Short and sweet, and happy trading, everybody.